there guys, and welcome back to the channel. As always, thank you for checking out my content. I appreciate you guys being here. We're going to be diving back into the Wizarding world and talking about the Severus Snape character in the upcoming HBO Harry Potter series. It looks like there's potentially an actor that's in talks to play the role of Severus Snape, so this is very exciting. Obviously a big fan favorite character in the Harry Potter universe. So let's get into this article, let's break down this news and information, and let's see what's going on with this potential casting. So this comes to us from comicbookmovie.com. Harry Potter HBO series enlists Gangs of London actor Paapa Essiedu to play Severus Snape. So it's funny that this news should come out as it does, because I've literally just finished season 1 of Gangs of London. By the way, one of the most incredible TV shows I've seen in my entire life. Check out Gangs of London if you haven't seen it. But Paapa Essiedu in Gangs of London, he is incredible. His acting chops is amazing, and if he's half as good playing Severus Snape as he was in the Gangs of London show, then I think we're in for a treat. This guy is really good, and he can definitely act. I'll tell you that, guys. So let's break down this information. Though nothing is 100% official yet, so the current latest news is that he's in talks for the role of Severus Snape. It's not 100% confirmed. The studio hasn't confirmed it. But The Hollywood Reporter, obviously one of the most reputable outlets in the movie kind of discussion industry, movie outlet, I should say, when it comes to movie news. They're kind of reporting on this. So if The Hollywood Reporter are reporting on this news, then you know it's true. You can take it to the bank. But like I say, hasn't been confirmed by the studio yet, just in talks. So bear that in mind as we go forward here. So it looks like HBO may have found our small screen Snape. The Hollywood Reporter is reporting that British actor Paapa Essiedu, I think that's how you say his name, I'm sorry if I'm butchering it, is now in talks to play Hogwarts cunning potions master Professor Severus Snape in the upcoming Harry Potter series. Essiedu is said to have been offered the part, but it's not clear if negotiations have begun in earnest. So Essiedu has appeared in the likes of Black Mirror, Gangs of London, The Lazarus Project, I May Destroy You, as well as movies such as Men, The Outrun, and Femme. So I haven't seen him in any other projects. The only thing I've seen him hit in is Gangs of London. Again, I already said it, but if you have not seen Gangs of London, the series, one of the most incredible things I've seen, just from a storytelling perspective, from a VFX perspective, everything in that show is incredible. And the actor here, what was his name again? Paapa Essiedu. He is incredible in Gangs of London. He is really, really good. His character is incredible. He's compelling. He delivers the dialogue really, really well. If you want to see a good, great sample of this guy's acting, check out Gangs of London, because he's really good in it. So, the take on Snape is described as wickedly smart and casually cruel Hogwarts potion master, who comes across as the story's primary antagonist in the show's first season. So, it looks like a lot of the first season is going to be based around Severus Snape. I'm not sure if that's the case in the book. I haven't read the books myself. Obviously, this series is based on the books. It's a more accurate retelling of the books rather than the movies, which obviously left a lot of the information out when it comes to the books. That's why they're making this series so soon after the actual movie. Because they want to do a more accurate retelling of the books, and there's a lot of stuff in the movies that they didn't have time to cover, so they're going to have a more in-depth kind of series here that's going to get to those parts of the books that weren't in the movies. So the character was previously played by the late Alan Rickman in Warner Brothers' 8 Harry Potter movies. Obviously Alan Rickman, he's a legend. I mean, there's no other word you can use to describe his performance as Severus Snape. The guy is a legend, not just in the Snape role, but as an actor, the guy was a legend, and you know, it's going to be hard to fill that guy's shoes when it comes to playing Snape. HBO said in a statement, "We appreciate that such high-profile series will draw a lot of rumor and speculation, and as we make our way through pre-production, we will only confirm details as we finalize deals." So, yeah, HBO here, the actual studio behind, obviously, making this Harry Potter series, until the deal is absolutely finalized, it's kind of like cross the T's, dotted the I's, so to speak, and the contract is signed for actors to play the roles. They're not going to confirm anything until the actual deals are done. So maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe in the coming week, we will hear that this deal has been finalized. HBO themselves, the studio, will confirm that this guy is playing the role of Snape, so we'll have to keep our eyes on that. But at the moment, they're just in talks, that it says from the Hollywood Reporter. So we recently learned that Mark Rylance was in the mix to play Hogwarts headmaster Albus Dumbledore. Mark Rylance. I'm trying to think who that is. That name doesn't ring a bell to me. Line to play villainous Oh, I skipped the line there, sorry. We recently heard that Mark Rylance was in the mix to play Hogwarts headmaster Albus Dumbledore, and the trade believes that the Bridge of Spies star is now close to finalising the deal. So there you go, Mark Rylance. Like I said, that name doesn't ring a bell. Maybe if I see a picture, I'll know who it is. A rumour did the rounds earlier today that Cillian Murphy, from Oppenheimer and Batman Begins might be in the line to play the villainous Voldemort, but THR sources say there's no truth to it. Could you even imagine Cillian Murphy, the Oscar winner? This is one of the best actors on the planet. Cillian Murphy playing Voldemort. I would the amount of hype and excitement for this series would explode through the roof if I heard that Cillian Murphy was playing Voldemort. That would be insane. The studio is currently searching for newcomers to play the 3 lead roles of Harry, Ron and Hermione, as has launched an open casting call for kids aged between 9 and 11. Warner Bros. Discovery is reportedly hoping to populate the adult cast with some of the UK's best known actors. So yeah, they did a casting call. This was last month now, at least a month or 2 months ago now. I did a breakdown on the channel. I'll put the link down in the description about a video that I did about the casting call that they put out, where they wanted kids to make a 2-minute monologue video, send it in, talking about themselves. So it was between the ages of 9 and 11, a 2-minute monologue. You have to be British, I think it is, and you send in this 2-minute video of the child talking about themselves, and obviously if they like you, they get back to you and progress through the casting, what's the word? Casting process, I should say. The show's official logline: the series will be a faithful adaptation of the beloved Harry Potter book series by author and executive producer J.K. Rowling. And we've talked about on the channel as well, she's got heavy involvement. She's choosing the directors, the writers, all the kind of important stuff that goes into this series. So she's heavily involved in this series, and absolutely she should be. She's the creative mind behind the whole universe here, so of course she should have a heavy input here. The series will feature a new cast to lead a new generation of fandom, full of fantastical detail and much-loved characters Harry Potter fans have loved for over 25 years. Each season will bring Harry Potter and these incredible adventures to new audiences around the world, while the original classic and cherished films will remain at the core of the franchise and available to watch globally. Warner Bros. TV boss Channing Dungy, I'm not sure how you say that, said earlier this year the series will be more in depth than you can watch in just a 2-hour film. That's the whole reason we're on this journey. Yeah, like I said earlier in the video, that's the whole reason they're making this series. It's a more faithful adaptation of the books. A lot of stuff was lost in the movies that was in the books that was important. They didn't have time to get to in the movie. Obviously, if you've got an hour and a half or 2 hours to explore one of the books, you've got to get through it quickly. You've got to lose a couple of things that you can't afford to have on screen. You have to pick and choose your battles when it comes to the content in the books, and a lot of stuff was left out that fans still to this day are pretty unhappy about that was left out. So this series is going to be more faithful. It's going to include those things that were left out in the movies. The snow. The show doesn't have an official premiere date, but it should be with us at some point in 2026. So we still got quite a while to wait for this show, but when this comes out, trust me, when they announce season 1 is coming, the anticipation for this show is going to be one of the most explosive, one of the most hype-driven, one of the craziest. People are just going to lose their minds. When it comes to anything Harry Potter, it just sells like hotcakes. So believe me, it's going to be one of the biggest shows in history. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. So that's where we are, guys. So it looks like the gangs of Gangs of London actor Paapa Essiedu potentially in talks to play Severus Snape. It looks like he may get the role. It hasn't been confirmed yet, so like I say, just bear that in mind that it hasn't been confirmed by the studio. But trust me when I say, this guy is a great actor. Watch Gangs of London Season 1 if you want a good sample size of his work, like I keep saying. But guys, I throw it off to you. What do you think about this choice to have Paapa Essiedu play the role of Snape? Do you think it's a good choice, a bad choice? Is there someone that you have in mind that you would be your ideal pick for Severus Snape? Whatever it is, guys, jump into the comment section and let me know. Leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions. I would love to hear your feedback on this casting news. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure you hit that like and consider becoming a subscriber of the channel here at ReviewFlix if you haven't done so already. It goes a very long way to supporting the content, so I'd really appreciate having you around here, guys. And thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.